very urgent. Your soulmate just crossed a line they never expected to cross. Because of you. My child, listen closely to me, because the message I have for you today carries a weight that will change your life forever. Right now, your soulmate just crossed a line they never expected to cross, and it happened entirely because of you. They have finally shattered the heavy walls of their own pride to accept the beautiful future I have planned for both of you. I have watched you during your most lonely nights, seeing the silent tears you thought nobody else noticed in the dark. While you were crying, your soulmate was on their knees praying for a gentle, forgiving heart exactly like yours. I took those tears you shed and used them to soften their spirit, making them completely ready to walk into your life. Stay with me until the end of this message, because I have a specific secret to share with you about tomorrow. I am going to reveal the exact physical sign I will place in your path to prove they are finally near. You must not look away, because your future peace depends on hearing this final instruction clearly and holding it in your heart. You may have noticed sudden changes in your own feelings recently, like a strange warmth spreading deeply through your chest. Those moments are not accidents. They are the unseen signs I send when I am actively preparing your heart for their arrival. I am connecting your soul to theirs right now, and that sudden warmth is the raw feeling of their thoughts reaching out to you. To receive this grand blessing, you must take the final step of trust and entirely empty your hands of the heavy past. You cannot hold on to old memories of deep pain if you want to hold the new love I am bringing directly to your door. I am asking you to let go of every old hurt, so your spirit is completely open to the person who is coming. Jesus says, "Keep your focus on my words until the very end, because I am preparing a final seal of peace for your tired heart. If you close this now, you will miss the direct instruction I have for you to recognize their face in a crowded room. Listen closely, because I am about to tell you exactly how they crossed the line of their own stubbornness today. For a long time, your soulmate believed they were meant to walk this difficult, painful path entirely on their own. But today, they crossed a line of independence they swore they would never cross, simply because they felt a sudden need for you. My spirit whispered your name into their mind, and they suddenly realized that a life without you is just no life at all. Have you been waking up in the middle of the night, feeling wide awake in the dark quiet of your lonely room? That is my clear voice calling you to attention, because at that exact second, your soulmate was dreaming deeply about your smile. I am syncing your sleeping and waking moments so that your daily rhythms match perfectly before you even meet in person. Do not stop reading yet, because the most important part of this divine plan is waiting for you at the very end. I am going to give you a promise that will permanently erase every single doubt you have ever had about your true worthiness. Stay here with me, because the final blessing I will speak over you will completely change the direction of your entire life. You have suffered through past relationships that broke your spirit, making you wonder if I had forgotten all about your prayers. I have never forgotten you. I was simply waiting for your true soulmate to grow strong enough to protect your fragile heart. They had to cross a line of deep maturity before they were truly ready to carry the precious gift of your daily love. The Lord says, every time you felt a strange, painful memory from the past surface, it was me clearing the dirt out of your heavy soul. I am washing away your old fears, because your soulmate just crossed a line of pure faith and is looking for a fresh start. You both must be clean slates, completely empty of bitterness, so that your new life together can be built on a solid rock. You must remain with me until the last word is spoken, because the final revelation will bring happy tears of joy to your eyes. I will uncover the exact way I plan to introduce the two of you, and you deeply need to be prepared for it. Keep your heart totally open and stay until the end, because this divine secret is meant only for your ears. Your soulmate used to run away from deep feelings, terrified that real commitment would only lead to a broken, wounded heart. But because of you, they just crossed a line of courage they never thought possible, standing bold in the face of their worst fears. They are now actively searching for the path that leads directly to your doorstep, guided faithfully by my unseen, loving hand. Have you smelled a familiar, comforting scent in the air recently, even when there was absolutely no reason for it to be there? That is a spiritual marker I intentionally placed in your day to gently remind you that your future is bleeding into your present moment. It is my way of quietly whispering that your soulmate is getting closer with every single step they take toward you. Listen carefully and stay with me through this whole message, because I am saving the absolute greatest gift for the very end. I am going to wrap your fragile spirit in a blanket of peace, and I will reveal the hidden sign of their rapid approach. Do not miss this final blessing, because it is the exact key that will unlock the next chapter of your beautiful love story. Jesus says, "I see how completely tired you are of waiting, quietly wondering if you are just foolish to keep hoping for a grand romance. You are not foolish, your soulmate just crossed a line of great distance, firmly deciding to leave their comfort zone just to find you. They are packing up their old, lonely ways and stepping into a brand new season, entirely motivated by the pull of your spirit. When you felt a sudden, massive peace in the middle of a highly stressful day, that was my protective hand gently covering you. I sent that peace because your soulmate was praying for you at that exact second, begging me to keep you safe from all harm. They do not even know your name yet, but their soul is already fiercely protective of the beautiful future you will share together. Please hold on and read until the very end, because I am going to instantly reward your patience with a powerful, life-altering truth. I will give you the final seal of peace, a promise that will make all your long years of lonely waiting make perfect sense. Stay tightly by my side, because this final revelation will be the heavy anchor your tired, drifting heart so desperately needs. You must drop the heavy baggage of your past relationships, because your hands are currently far too full to receive this new blessing. Your soulmate is coming with completely empty hands and a pure heart, and I need you to meet them in the exact same way. Forgive the people who hurt you, not for their sake, but so you can be totally free to truly love this new person. They used to hide behind loud distractions, working far too hard and entirely avoiding quiet moments where their deep loneliness could speak to them. Because of you, they just crossed a line of absolute truth, finally sitting in silence and admitting they desperately need a partner like you. They totally surrendered their busy life to me, asking me to lead them straight into your warm, loving arms. the Lord says. Keep listening closely until the final moment, because I have a specific, urgent message that will heal your absolute deepest insecurity. I am going to carefully explain exactly how you will feel when they first walk into your life, completely removing all your anxiety forever. Do not turn away now, because the last thing I say will be the most important word you have ever heard from me. I know you have looked at happy couples and quietly wondered when it would finally be your beautiful turn to experience pure joy. Your turn is right now, because your soulmate crossed a line of intense fear, breaking up with the wrong people just to be truly ready. They realized that settling for anything less was a total insult to the beautiful future they are supposed to build with you. Sometimes you catch yourself daydreaming about a face you have never met, feeling a strange sense of intense familiarity and deep comfort. That is me projecting their soul onto your spirit, giving you a small, sweet taste of the deep bond you will very soon share. I am preparing your mind to recognize them instantly, so there will be absolutely no confusion when your paths finally collide. You need to stay until the very last sentence, because I am holding a secret sign that you will clearly see this week. When you see this exact sign, you will know beyond any doubt that my promise is completely true and your long wait is finally over. Hold on to my words, because I am leading you toward a climax of joy that will overwhelm your entire spirit completely. The final step of trust is to stop trying to force the timing of exactly when and how this beautiful meeting will happen. I am the master of time, and I have specifically chosen the perfect hour for your soulmate to cross the final line into your life. Surrender your worries to me entirely, and watch how smoothly I orchestrate the absolute greatest love story you will ever know. Jesus says, your soulmate used to think that true, lasting love was just a silly myth, something invented purely for fairy tales and foolish dreamers. Because of you, they crossed a line of absolute, unshakable belief, suddenly realizing that a love like yours actually exists in this hard world. My presence completely filled their room, and they wept tears of pure joy knowing that you are waiting for them somewhere out there. Do not leave this message early, because the final blessing I have prepared will permanently wash away years of intense, heavy sorrow. I will clearly reveal the specific physical feeling you will have when they first speak to you, completely guaranteeing you will know it is them. Stay with me, because I deeply want to give you the ultimate peace that comes from knowing your future is entirely secure. Whenever you feel a sudden, unexplainable urge to improve yourself or deeply clean your home, it is a direct sign from me. I am prompting you to intentionally prepare your environment and your heart, because they are getting so much closer with every single passing day. This is the unseen work of my loving spirit, making absolutely sure you are totally ready when they finally knock on your front door. You must finally let go of the lie that you are too broken or too old to experience a deep, passionate, lasting romance. I created your soulmate to love the exact version of you that exists right now, flaws, old scars, and beautiful imperfections fully included. They crossed a line of superficial judgment long ago, and they are seeking a soul that is real, deeply tested, and true like yours. You must keep reading until the final block of text, because I am purposefully hiding the final seal of peace at the very end. This seal is a spiritual promise that will fully protect your future marriage from any harm, dark doubt, or outside interference. Stay focused on my quiet voice, because receiving this final blessing is the absolute last step in your long journey of painful preparation. The Lord says, every single time you cried yourself to sleep, feeling completely abandoned, I was sitting right beside your bed holding your trembling hand. I took your deep pain and clearly showed it to your soulmate in their dreams, and they woke up with a fierce desire to gently protect you. They crossed a line of deep, spiritual empathy, promising me that they would spend their whole life making sure you never cry alone again. You have felt a major shift in the atmosphere around you lately, a strange sense that something huge is about to quickly happen. That feeling is completely correct, because the heavy boundaries that kept you two apart are currently being burned down by my divine fire. I am clearing the difficult path so they can walk straight to you without any confusion, long delays, or unnecessary heartbreak. Hold on until the very last word of this letter, because I have a specific, beautiful reward for your completely unwavering faithfulness. I will tell you the exact color of the sign I am sending tomorrow, a bright color that will prove this divine message was real. Do not let any distraction pull you away, because your heart desperately needs to hear this final truth to find total rest. The reason your past relationships failed so terribly is because I had to forcibly remove the people who were blocking your true path. I allowed them to walk away so that your hands would be completely empty when your real soulmate finally arrived in your life. You must fully trust that my plan was always to fiercely protect you from settling for a love that was far less than perfect. Your soulmate crossed a line of worldly desires, suddenly losing total interest in shallow friendships and entirely meaningless late-night distractions. They decided to completely isolate themselves and strongly focus on their own deep healing, strictly because they wanted to be whole when they met you. I am doing a deep work in their mind right now, carefully shaping them into the strong, faithful partner you have always needed. Jesus says, continue to listen closely until the end, because the final revelation will fully unlock a door that has been tightly stuck for years. I am going to pour a profoundly deep blessing over your future home, and you must be present to fully receive this spiritual gift. Stay right here in this specific moment, because the climax of this divine message will change your emotional state completely. You might have noticed specific numbers repeating in your life, or gentle birds appearing in pairs when you are out on a quiet walk. These are the simple, direct physical signs I use to gently remind you that two separate lives are slowly merging into one unified path. I am quietly orchestrating the natural world around you to clearly reflect the beautiful spiritual union that is about to permanently take place. I need you to proudly cross a line of your own today, stepping entirely out of the shadow of doubt and into pure confidence. You must boldly declare that you are fully worthy of this grand romance, completely refusing to entertain the enemy's whispers of total defeat. Stand tall in my great love, because your soulmate is looking for a partner who clearly knows their own incredible value and worth. You cannot afford to walk away before the final words, because I have a highly secret detail about their immediate arrival to share. I will reveal exactly how they will smoothly approach you, taking away all the awkwardness and fear of that very first encounter. Trust me and stay until the close, because this final puzzle piece will make the entire picture perfectly clear to your waiting eyes. They used to be heavily guarded, strongly refusing to share their deepest thoughts with anyone out of a deep fear of sudden betrayal. Because of you, they just crossed a line of radical honesty, opening up entirely to me in prayer and asking for a soft landing. They know deep down that your heart is the only truly safe place in this whole world, and they are rushing to claim it as their home. The Lord says, I saw exactly how you supported other people in their happiness, brightly smiling at weddings while quietly bleeding inside your own gentle spirit. I highly honored your beautiful patience, and because of your truly good heart, I commanded your soulmate to cross the line of extreme urgency. They are now working double time to fix their life, just so they can proudly offer you a completely stable and secure future. Please remain with me until the last sentence is spoken, because the final seal of deep peace is actively waiting for your spirit. This seal will completely act as an impenetrable shield around your mind, preventing you from ever feeling the sharp sting of loneliness again. Do not close this yet, because you are mere steps away from the absolute greatest breakthrough of your entire life. Have you found yourself happily smiling for absolutely no reason while doing highly mundane chores like washing dishes or folding your laundry? That is the profound joy of your soulmate heavily leaking into your current reality, a spiritual echo of the loud laughter you will soon share together. I am deeply blending your emotions across the many miles, totally proving that physical distance means absolutely nothing to my powerful hand. You must totally forgive yourself for the past mistakes you made when you were desperately searching for love in all the wrong places. I do not hold your history against you, and your soulmate will deeply look at your past with nothing but pure grace and full understanding. Lay down your heavy shame right now, because the romantic relationship I am bringing you is based entirely on total forgiveness and unconditional love. Keep your eyes completely locked on this message until the very end, because I am preparing to permanently hand you the final key. I will tell you the exact inner feeling you will clearly experience tomorrow morning, a feeling that fully confirms they have crossed the final line. Stay totally focused on my loving presence, because this final revelation is exactly what you have been begging me to gently show you. Jesus says, your soulmate crossed a line of deep religious doubt, finally realizing that only a completely loving God could ever create a partner like you. They started praying to me for the very first time in many long years, deeply thanking me in advance for the incredible gift of your life. Their profound spiritual awakening is entirely tied to you, because your quiet faith has forcefully acted like a bright beacon guiding them through the dark. You have experienced sudden waves of intense, heavy exhaustion during the day, feeling like you just need to deeply close your eyes and rest. This is not a physical sickness. It is my spirit gently putting you to rest while I perform deep spiritual surgery on your hidden emotional wounds. I am fully healing your absolute deepest traumas while you sleep, so you do not carry a single drop of poison into your new marriage. Do not leave before carefully reading the final paragraph, because I am going to immediately release a profound blessing over your romantic future. This heavy blessing will completely ensure that your new relationship is permanently protected from jealousy, deep confusion, angry arguments, and painful separation. Stay to the very end, because I desperately want to fully mark your spirit with the ultimate seal of divine peace and total assurance. Your soulmate used to firmly believe that their career and making money were the most important things a person could ever aggressively pursue in this life. Because of you, they rapidly crossed a line of total priority, suddenly understanding that all the vast wealth in the world is completely useless without true love. They are rapidly shifting their entire life focus to family, deep commitment, and fiercely building a peaceful sanctuary where you both can finally thrive. The final step of immense trust is to bravely look in the mirror and proudly declare that you are fully prepared to be loved correctly. You must finally stop flinching when truly good things happen to you, because this time, the massive blessing I am giving you will not be taken away. Open your tired arms completely wide, and let my deep peace quickly wash over every single fear that is currently hiding in your chest.